you know what? There will be a time in the future after I've played a few Kojima games where I will look back and be ashamed of my words and deeds.
Sure. Yeah, as you should be. As you should be. Speaking of Kojima, we could segue into... I got to shout this guy out because he sent me a bunch of Sega Saturn repros.
Let's go.
Thank you very much, Dream Space Cast. He has like an Etsy or a Shopify store or something where he sells Saturn repros, but he sent me a whole stack of them.
Look at those.
So, yeah, I mean, look at how cool this Police Knots is.
That's badass.
This is my favorite Kojima game, pretty easily, I would say.
For the Sega...
He also sent me a Snatcher as well, Sega CD.
That's the one everyone wants.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
Yeah. That's the game that Happy Console Gamer said when friends would come over, people would come over, they're like, can we see it? Can we see Snatcher?
Yeah, dude. It is that kind of game, honestly. It is the rare game where it's like, this literally does everything this machine is capable of. Like, this is the ultimate Sega CD game. It's like every cool thing that could happen in a game of using that technology does happen.
Nice.
It's cool. It's funny, it's subversive, it's like a good... I don't know. It's a great game. But I like Police Knots a little bit more. What else we got here? We got Dracula X Nocturne something, which I thought was some sort of fan hack of Symphony of the Night, but it turns out it's actually a Dracula X port. I didn't even know this was on Saturn.
What's the Sonic logo up there for? Is that just to indicate that it's a repro, or was that something that would have been printed on the original box?
No. I mean, these are distinct from the original printings, of course, because they all look like the Japanese versions. Like, the American Sega CD cases were huge.
True. Yeah.
They were like, They were, same with Sega Saturn. The American ones were huge. They were, So these are all, they look like Japanese, but they're all in English and all that shit. Some Dragon Ball Z game that is like a fighter, it looks like.
Nice.
Game called Princess Crown, which also looks like a fighting game.
I feel like I've heard of that.
I probably should have, but I haven't. A game called Silhouette Mirage? I don't know about that one.
Silhouette Mirage.
Don't know nothing about that one. Popful Mail repro.
Nice. That's one that everyone knows.
Yeah, I only know it because like Pat and Ian fucking talk about it. I don't know anything about that game. But then a big one, Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Yeah. That's cool. The other one that everyone wants.
Yeah, everybody. That's like a really rare and expensive. If you want to buy the actual Saturn version, I've never played it, so I don't know much about them. But
yeah, really
stoked to get repros of Police Knots, Snatcher. Those are great games. Love them.
So do you just have like you have your PO box listed somewhere or something?
No, I just gave him my address.
Oh, nice.
PO box. Yeah.
Okay. I just think, well, I didn't know if it was someone random, like they reached out to you first.
Yeah, they emailed me. Yeah. I don't have like a PO box to send me stuff. So
a lot of channels do, and sometimes like having it publicly listed makes me a little uncomfortable. Like, what are they going to do? You know, what are they going to send? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could make it a thing like iDubbbz did. It could be like your whole show.
I don't know. I never really watched iDubbbz.
Good.
Yeah. So I like that was that era, that whole era of YouTube. I didn't really care about like what YouTubers were doing.
Yeah.
I was only watching content on gaming. So
I think he was the only one I watched because like I didn't watch Filthy Frank. I didn't watch like PewDiePie. I didn't watch like fucking any of the people. I didn't watch any of the people iDubbbz roasted. That was normally the first time I heard of them is when he would roast them.
Yeah, I learned about it like way after the fact. I think he had already like basically retired by the time that like I heard about him.
Yeah. That's the way it goes,
I had to do research to figure out who Leafy was. I did. The only reason I even, you know what made me look that up was Donkey, because he was like, did his YouTuber tier list. And and he mentioned Leafy, and I was like, I don't know who the hell that is. And I had to look him up.
Yeah, that was one where the first time I ever heard of him was when iDubbbz made fun of him. So I'd never heard of that guy before then. And then Emp Lemon made an awesome video about him too, which was really interesting. That one wasn't like a takedown. It was like a history of Leafy.
Yeah, it seems like that whole era though was just takedowns. It was just like everyone taking everyone down. And I did watch like part of a Filthy Frank video because I was like, what is this? And it was genuinely filthy.
Yeah, I think I tried.
They were like throwing up and shit. I was like, I can't. This is not my content right here.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was like, some guy just like yelling in like a fucking weird outfit, and I'm like, what is this? I don't want to watch this.
Well, we're here. 1,682 subscribers. This is the third night in a row we've actually recorded something for the channel, which is a record for us. So,
yeah, even when I went to your house, we didn't do it 3 nights in a row. That's crazy.
3 nights is crazy, honestly. Never again. Let's never let this happen again.
Why not? No, I'll record every night. I don't care.
Every single night?
Every single night. I don't care.
That's dedication. I appreciate that.
I do it. Yeah, whatever.
You do that?
Fine. In fact, you know what? Let's put some kayfabe up. We record every episode of Waiting Nintendo before it goes on air that morning.
That's actually true.
Every single one.
That's actually factual right there. Yeah, we bust out all the equipment and everything. We do this every single day.
Every single day.
Every day without fail. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it looks like we lost subscribers for 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. That's why it hasn't moved very much.
Yeah, it was interesting. You know, this is our first kind of exodus where we have lost subs.
Which is fine. I don't like empty subscribers. Like, go away if you're not watching the videos.
Well, yeah, I guess, right? But like, you know, it must have, I don't know if the subject matter, did we roast? It all kind of happened, I think, around the time we were roasting Sakurai, and then we had the Miyamoto thumbnail.
Well, those were prickly.
And then we talked about the CSGO knives, and maybe some people in our audience were just a little too upset about all the money they had lost, and so they hit that unsubscribe button. Who knows? Capped it off with some ball blazers. A lot of unpopular segments, probably.
Yeah. In a row.
Yeah, in a row.
Another
little too
reaction
much.
To like the most unappealing direct ever. Yeah.
And we might actually lose some more subscribers before the. Wouldn't that be funny if it was even less because of the Luigi's Mansion up through 3?
Yeah. Well, we had a big run where we couldn't keep up. It was like we do the subscriber update, and then by the time it was up, we'd be like 200 past it.
Oh, it was so sick. It was so
now
sick.
It's gonna be before. It's gonna be like below. It's like, wait, you guys don't even have that anymore. The fuck out of here.
Well, yeah.
You're down to 1681, not 1682, you fucking losers.
Or we'll be back to like 1678. I feel like we could not exit that 7678, like whatever. It just kept going up and down between that.
I don't look that closely, TBH. I just kind of notice when it's time to do these.
I notice whenever I check the comments.
Oh.
Because I check them from Studio, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not like switching accounts. I guess sometimes I see them when I watch the video, but
I do switch because I'm normally on mine. But yeah, that is.
You had a stream today.
I did stream today. Yeah, the day we're recording this a few days ago now. I streamed Shining Force. That was fun.
The music was good.
Yeah, the music was too loud, which was unfortunate. Nobody told me, but you know, I listened to a little bit of it back, and I would have toned it down a little bit. My camera's malfunctioning today. I don't know if you can tell. So like this and the next round of clips, I think I'm going to be jittery a little bit, but whatever.
Oh, it shows up not just in Riverside?
I think it'll show up not just... I think it's going to actually show up in the recording. I don't think it's just you. Because it's not an internet problem. It's a my phone to the computer problem.
Huh. Weird.
So I'm pretty sure that it's going to. Yeah, it's going to show up. Oh, well.
All right.
But that's
no
okay.
big deal.
We'll fight around it.
Most people tab out anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine earlier because I used the same phone as my webcam during the stream, and it worked. But no, so yeah, I played through a Nuzlocke quote-unquote run, which people tried to correct me because I guess there's a term for it in the Shining Force community, and it's not that. But that's the Pokemon. That's the Pokemon term for when you do a playthrough when a guy dies, they stay dead. So I tried doing that because in Shining Force, it's not a permadeath game, and like Fire Emblem is, so I'm trying to play it like a Fire Emblem game. And I made it to I'm at the end of Chapter 2, but I had to stop because I had to watch some basketball. And yeah, I got further than I expected, TBH, but I think the next fight's going to be the last one, because my team is struggling. Barely hanging on. Who knows? By the time this is posted, maybe I'll even do another stream, and that'll be done and dusted.
I was just about to ask, were you going to stream the finale?
Yeah, I'm going to have to, probably in the next few days.
I was wondering if you might stream the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake.
I'm not buying that.
You're not buying it?
Hell no. No. I just played through Dragon Quest 1 and 2 not that long ago, so I'm not that interested in doing it again.
How did you feel about the 3 remake?
I didn't make it that far. I streamed as far as I made it, which wasn't that far.
So you just stopped after the stream?
Yeah, I didn't play it after the stream. I don't have fucking time.
I watched a little bit of it today, and it seemed like, you know, they're through the Dragon Quest 1, not quite as dark and scary in the dungeons, obviously, because
well, they're literally black in the NES.
It's scary, honestly. The black, it's oppressive. It really is.
Sure.
Yeah. Like, you know, and you have to use the torch in that game, so it's kind of like, you know, being alone in the dark in that is a nightmare if you ever run out of fire or torches. Yeah, it's scary.
Bet. I take it you don't have any content updates from the last one.
I've been working on some scripts.
Okay.
And capturing a little footage in my free time. And I also just finished my guest appearance on Did You Know Gaming.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge one. That's an air horn.
Yeah, that's an air horn. We had Dr. Lava in the comments. He asked if I wanted to be on Did You Know Gaming, and it was an immediate yes. Yes.
Of course.
I will do
this.
When
Did You Know Gaming asks, you say yes.
Yeah, everyone knows when Did You Know Gaming asks, you say yes. Yeah. And I was telling you yesterday a little bit, but I did my take for Did You Know probably like 20 times. Like, did you know?
That's crazy.
Well, it's the first line of the video, but it was just funny because I was just like, iconic. Which one's going to be the best one? And the best two were the very first one I did and the very last one I did. I've noticed whenever I do multiple takes in videos, it's often the first take that's the best, even though I redo it because I thought I didn't do it good. Do it well. Yeah.
A lot of times, if I have more than one take and I know I do, I don't even listen to the first one back. I'll just...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll just skip to the other one.
Yeah. Well, do you have any other content updates aside from the stream?
I finished my Mystery GameCube video, but I can't upload it. It's being held hostage by the sponsor, so...
Damn.
Yeah.
But you're in contact.
I am in contact. Apparently, it's still on, and it's on the way to me because it's a product, like an actual product that needs to be in my hands,
a physical object,
in order to film the ad, and I haven't been able to do that. So the rest of the video is done. So
nice.
I need to, instead of working on my CDI video today, I chose to stream. So yeah,
nice break.
Yeah, I guess so. Remind people that I exist, you know, that's kind of the idea behind streaming.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I make no money. I forgot to hit monetize yes on my stream today, so I literally made no money.
Oh, I would honestly... I would
keep
not.
It off.
I would keep it off for streams. Like, ads on streams are just super annoying. Everyone hates it. And you make, like, nothing from ads. Like, the pro tip, turn them on when the stream's over. So, like, they can be on the VOD.
Let's do it.
And then also make sure that you've got, as long as like super chats are enabled, you're good to go.
Well, nobody did that. Nobody ever does that on mine. It like never.
I've seen one happen on yours.
Well, it's very rare. I told you when I stopped streaming every week because I was doing that for a bit. I've said this on the show. I calculated every dollar anybody had ever donated.
Yeah.
And over the course of like 20 streams, it was like $50. It was.
That's less than our 2 streams here on Waiting for Nintendo.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I don't foster the giving mood, I guess.
We should do another dual stream soon.
I would love to do another stream.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Next time I'm up there, we should do another one.
Well, you know, we even made one happen long distance. That was fun, too.
Yeah, we did. Well, that one was a little crusty. We would want to do it better.
I mean, it was for sure crusty, but I mean, isn't that part of this channel?
Sure. You're not wrong. Like, I would do the exact same thing again. I would even do it with more 360 games. Shoot.
Honestly, yeah. I plan to actually record. I'm recording a little bit with the 360 this week if I can get around to it before Friday. A couple of 360 games I need some footage from. And thanks to Jason Graves, I can get that footage off of a legitimate Xbox 360 without using my Xbox Series X for emulation.
Nice. Very nice.
Which is awesome. It's just a different feel. It really is. Yeah. And I've got my actual controller, which it's just such a big difference for the feel playing with the... Because, you know, I would put the these caps on, you know, the old 360 caps on my Elite controller. And it does kind of make it feel more like the Xbox 360 controller, but it's not quite the same.
So. No, it never will be.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I mean, the method of delivery always matters. Like the shape of the box you're playing the thing in, the controller, the way it feels in your hand. It all matters.
Yeah. The fact sound that you put the fan.
Yeah, the sound of the system turning on. Bling.
They get hot, too. I remember when I was over on Tappers, doing the Xbox 360 episode, we were like, it's gonna melt these games like that are just sitting in a stack on top of the system. It was like it was getting pretty toasty.
That was kind of the 360's fatal flaw, right? It got a little too hot.
Mm-hmm.
So even with the Slim, I remember when the Slim came out and I was reading/watching reviews of it. People were noting that the temperature around the exhaust port of the Slim was actually hotter than the ones in like a stock 360.
Really?
Yeah, which makes sense because like it's exhausting more heat, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that is good. I did say originally I wanted the original system, but you were right.
No, it's more reliable.
Slim is it's just better. Yeah, it's honestly just kind of better in every way. So, and especially with the jailbreak now.
Well, especially with me buying it from GameStop. If I buy an original model from GameStop and get that sent to you, I don't know what the fuck they're going to give you. I don't know if that shit's going to work. I don't know if it's going to have an HDMI port. I don't know fucking anything about it.
Yeah.
So if I get you a Slim, it's like that thing's probably going to work. It's going to be good, and you're going to have a good system. So
yeah,
and it's not like it's ugly either.
So after the undisclosed video that's coming out and the CDI video that we've already talked about at great length, could we maybe get is there something else coming down the pipeline?
There's nothing I'm like working on, but yeah, I will still be making videos.
Okay, I didn't mean it like that. I was wondering if maybe we could get a little hint as to what might be.
I don't know. I don't know myself what I'm going to do then.
You don't know yourself, so how far do you plan in advance?
Like 1 or 2 videos.
Okay. Meatball plans pretty wildly in advance.
Yeah.
He knows what he's going to be doing 16 months from now.
Well, he thinks he does, but he never, come on. It doesn't happen.
Maybe an in-between of your method and Meatball's method,
combined. You have a giant tome of games that you want to do.
That's true.
In order.
That's true.
Already decided. That I'm not like that. I used to be kind of like that, but I'm not like that anymore. Now I just kind of whatever the heart wants when I'm done with a video is what's going to happen next.
I think that's part of why I'm so excited about that new series, both of them that I kind of want to do, is because I get to free myself from the chronological shackles a little bit. I get to just kind of play things that I'm vibing with.
Literally, when I met you, I told you should do that. I'm just like, you should not be doing this shit chronologically anymore. It's
so important to me to maintain the integrity of that series.
Okay.
I'm still going to.
That's so funny to me that you just have series and they have names and you got to name the series.
I just like that.
Yeah,
I like organizing things that way.
I get it, but it's it's an anti-YouTube thing. The YouTube meta has moved past that.
Oh, I give a shit what the meta is.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, not even a little bit. The meta is the meta will always shift. There's gonna be times, you can look at me like a broken clock. A couple of times every few years, it's gonna favor me a little bit, at least a little bit.
Sure.
I remember right when I was getting into it, the big thing to do was to just slap the word retrospective on your video, whether or not you did any retrospecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really done that. I've never been a retrospective guy.
What's the cutoff on retrospective? Can a 2-year-old game, can you do a retrospective? That seems a little weird to me. I guess technically you can. Yeah. I just feel like it should be reserved for things at least 8 years old.
No, I think Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is fair game for a retrospective.
Stop. If it's fair game for a retrospective, then I've really missed the boat on my my criticisms of that game.
Well, you did. As soon as the Skitty video went up, you missed the boat.
It is really sad that video had to come out. I didn't watch it really. I just skipped through it, and nothing that I hit was touching on my complaints with the game, so I still feel like I'm still totally good to make a video. In fact, none of the videos I've really seen, in a very broad strokes, people do complain about similar things because they just don't complain about it the way that I would. Yeah.
I was just seeing what they were up to, the Skitty person.
Probably being really successful after that one video. It was one of those things where it's just I guess I'm a channel now, and they were.
Yeah. Well, they made a horrific truth about Mario Kart World video that is 2 minutes long and got 200,000 views.
Latest one is I hate fruity tomato stew. 56,000.
Yeah, they're still making like Zelda videos mostly. It looks like.
It seems like the Zelda ones do better. So yeah, I mean we have a Silksong 130K. No one cares. We have a My Sims Party.
Yeah, that video looks like it's keen.
3.7K.
That looks good.
Does it? Should we watch it and react to it live?
No. But it looks good.
I'm most tempted, honestly.
They never did a big video essay again.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really top it, right? I mean, it's 3.5 hours, and you've got to feel passionate to do that kind of thing.
I watched about the first 10 minutes of that video, and that was it.
There were a lot of lore complaints, which was not ever really what I was complaining about.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, and it was,
that's
for me, that's a turnoff. Like, I could not care less. I mean, the story was really bad, and even for a Zelda game, it was quite terrible.
I don't even know what happens.
I think that it was like, I hated looking at the characters for sure.
There's never been a Zelda game with a good story. It's never happened, so I don't care.
Link's Awakening. You know what? I would say that there are motifs and things that are interesting about Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Well, yeah, I would say that too, but I wouldn't say that it is a quote good story.
Wind Waker has some really good story elements. You're right. You're right that no Zelda game, like, you could not just like make a novel on any. No,
that's what I'm saying. It's like there's no Zelda game where it's like you tuck your kid in at night and you read what happened in the game, and that's a satisfying tale. That's never happened.
They have a lot of good story beats, though, and that's all I need. And
I agree with that, to
carry you through the game, like to kind of keep you.
When I make statements like that, I'm not like dogging on Zelda. I'm not like Zelda sucks, you had no story. It's just like that's the direction that they take those games in. It's not the way that they are. And don't hit me with like Majora's Mask though. But it's like that's not a tale. No, sure, there's cool stuff, some cool thematics, and there's characters in the game, and all that is true, but it's not like a story. The story is 4 giants catch a fucking giant rock. That's the story.
There are lots of small little stories, though, like short stories all scattered throughout. That's actually kind of how I prefer a game to operate.
Yeah, sure.
I don't always like being carried by some big narrative. Sometimes the game has a really good story and I actually enjoy it. Honestly, Halo 1 would be a good example, which we'll be talking about later.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're very late to that, but yeah, we should probably talk about it.
We have to talk about it. We are late, but, it doesn't matter. That's kind of our MO.
We're late for Nintendo. Lating on Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo's waiting on us.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
We got roasted. I meant to bring it up at the time, but I forgot when we were actually recording. Somebody asked, like, hey, what are your thoughts on this thing that just happened? And then somebody replied, oh, you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks for that. And he's very right.
He was very right. The money. Yeah, I liked that comment. I might have even hearted it, actually. I think I did. Because I was like, yeah, that's exactly correct. Like we're recording in a couple of days, and then after that it's gonna be like a week before this comes out. So
exactly. So
yeah,
it's just
you could say we're delayed input.
Well, we also had that was fun.
Yeah, so that's going to be interspersed with this.
Everybody.
Oh, no. That's coming out after this.
You're putting after this?
Yes.
Oh.
We always start with the subscriber update.
Beep that out.
And then,
beep that out.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
And fucking put just a giant censor bar across my face and just...
Maybe I should. Jason spilled the beans on something he shouldn't have.
Well, because we already recorded it, so
we did that first. I think what I'm going to do, there are 2 that need to be touching.
Okay,
but the other ones I might layer them in between.
All right, okay,
yeah,
whatever you feel.
That's what I did with the prior guest sessions, and I did it on purpose because I felt like if you do not know who this person is, it's less interesting. Sure. And if it's that many in a row, then maybe you're turned off a little bit by that. But if it's kind of like weaving in and out, it's like you're a little more open to it. I'm just thinking of it that way. That's how how I did it before.
Fair. I mean, you do it however you want to do it. It's in your court. So
ball's in my court.
Ball is in your court. The
ball was Justin Q's court, and they won big.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll do micro ball blazers.
Micro ball blazers
kicked the shit out of Binghamton. It was cool. So
yeah.
Yeah, they had a point guard who was like 5'7". He was in for a rough time.
5'7".
I don't know. I'm guessing at how tall he was, but he looked really short.
Just shorter than normal. Yeah,
he looked ridiculously short. Which when you play mid majors, that happens sometimes.
Yeah,
that's just the way it goes, you know. And we had our 5-star recruit, like 6'10" freshman on him for some of the game, and he was having a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. That was fun.
Well, for Micro Ball Blazers on my end, I'll say that the Noles did win.
Oh yeah. Since the last time
Florida lost, Clemson lost, and Miami lost. So it was pretty much like as good as a Saturday could possibly be. It was also a blowout on homecoming.
Yeah.
So right after Halloween, that was nice. Halloween was also great. We had a Halloween special. We didn't talk too much. Well, we talked about it on Luigi's Mansion, so never mind. We did talk about Halloween.
Yeah, you went trick or treating. It was cool.
It was great. Yeah.
We gotta stop ball blazing. All right. Channel Pedantic, everybody.
Ball blazing.
Unless you got more.
Yeah.
Do you have more?
Yeah. Okay. I guess I don't. Shorter update than usual, but it's because we've talked 3 nights in a row. Channel Pedantic.
Yeah. Like
and subscribe.